Welcome to the motherfucking podcast, Dave.
We're in the building.
Welcome back.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute, dude.
Not in this building.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I wanted to start this one off with you telling that story you're just telling about getting caught smoking weed.
Okay.
Take me back. How old are you from the beginning?
So there was actually like a little newspaper clipping about it, and the title of it was "Toking Up on Turkey Island."
Ooh.
And that was like the island that we went out to smoke weed at when we were like, I think it was like 14.
Turkey Island.
Turkey Island. It was in Hamilton, and it's like part of the Grove, which is like where I grew up.
Pull that mic to your mouth.
Oh.
Pull it towards you. There you go.
Right in here.
Beautiful.
So, all right. So, yeah, we would go out there. It was like 420. We all went out there to like just get a bunch of weed and smoke. And this was like way before it was legal, you know? So
How old are you?
I started smoking weed early. So I think I was like 14 at this time. Because we were like a bunch of people. We got like, it was like all my like close friends and then like our girlfriends and shit. We would go out there. So we all had like a plan. We got like announcers, so you know what I mean? And we all like planned to go out there for the weekend. But somehow the cops got like wind of it, and on overtime, they fucking, like, we were on 420, we were just walking around town smoking weed, fucking just dumb kids.
Reckless.
And then we went out to the woods.
Especially back then, because you get in real trouble.
Well, I mean, we just like, we liked weed, but like we were young enough where we didn't really like know like the consequences of it, you know?
Yeah.
So this was like the first of that. Where were we?
Turkey Island.
So yeah, we all planned to go out there. It was like still during daytime. Like you had to hike out like in the woods, probably like a mile and a half. Fucking by the time, oh fuck. All right, so like by the time the cops found us, they were all like covered in mud. We knew how to get out there because like I was in Boy Scouts and shit. So like they brought us out there to like.
Wait, the cops were covered in mud?
Yeah.
Like they didn't know the path.
Like, yeah, exactly. So like they're like, how did you guys get out here? Because it was like they were just like all gunked up and shit.
They were probably so pissed.
But so like on overtime, they all fucking came down there, arrested us. There was 11 of them, 7 of us kids. Fucking, they just had like pepper guns and shit like drawn on us. We were all like super high at the time, so like it was just like movie fragments. You know what I mean? Like, and
it probably seemed like the most intense shit.
It was.
Yeah.
It really was. And so they didn't like read us our rights or anything. They just like took all of our shit out of our backpacks and fucking just cuffed us and brought us out of the woods, put us all into like separate cars, brought us down to the station, booked us at like 14 years old without like talking to our parents and shit.
That's crazy.
We all got like brought out. Each of us got like picked up by our parents like after. And
were your parents pissed?
I mean, I had been in trouble with weed before that, so
they kind of knew.
They knew, but I mean, like I didn't get in like too much trouble yet. We ended up getting put on like probation, had to go to like court and all that shit. So like that was like the first time I got in trouble, and like I stopped like fucking around after that, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, like getting in trouble, like caught.
I mean, you guys were just being kids. That's like so extreme. Why did they arrest you? Were you guys rude or something? Or
no,
they just dickheads?
They just like they thought it was like a big drug bust. You know what I mean?
Oh my god!
And there was like a fucking article in the newspaper about it and shit. Like,
Dude,
it was crazy.
What was the title again?
Token Up on Turkey Island.
Token Up on Turkey Island.
It was just a bunch of 14-year-olds, you know?
That's
like,
amazing.
We all got caught, but...
Yeah, what type of pricks are they? They're going to make an article about it. Like it's a big deal.
Yeah.
And then the cops arresting you. That's so dumb.
Like there are some heroes, you know?
Yeah, like you're literally fucking over 14-year-olds. You're already putting them in jail. They're experiencing some crazy shit when all they really need is like a talking to.
Yeah, and then literally like...
That's insane.
There was like this one officer, Marchand or something. He would always come by my house, like, because I would like skate in the street out front of my house, and he would drive by my house, stop and like check up on me and be like, "Are you fucking like still like being a shitty kid and stuff?"
Token up
like,
still, Dave?
And like, anytime like while living in Hamilton, like I always felt like the cops were like on me because like even before that, like they knew my parents and stuff because like my dad was like a shithead growing up in Hamilton too, so like he just had his own trouble. You know what I mean? Like.
You guys are one and the same, dude.
Yeah.
Was he token up on Turkey Island too?
He had like gotten in trouble. He was like just like a party kid, you know what I mean? Like living in the woods, fucking growing up in the 70s, 80s, fucking having like your woods parties and stuff.
Hell yeah.
So like
legend.
The cops kind of like knew him from like that kind of shit, and like they were like friendly, but like by the time I was a kid, like I feel like they couldn't like let you go as easy. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, they could kind of just like drive you home or like let you go.
Yeah.
And by the time I was like getting in trouble, like they were just like, no, you're going to court.
That's insane, dude. So you had to go to court?
Yeah, I got.
And what'd they do? Did you have to pay a fine or something? And also, is Turkey Island owned by rich people? Is that what the problem is?
No, it was like just woods, like just a bunch of woods. Like there was just a trail out there. I just knew it from like Boy Scouts because we would go out there and like shoot bows and shit like that.
Sick.
So climb trees, like that kind of shit.
Did you have to pay a fine? How'd the courthouse play out?
I
Guilty.
got probation for like I think it was like a year and a half, and my lawyers like actually like got me off because like they searched us legally. That was like the first time I ever like heard about like illegal searches and shit like that. And the rest of my friends like got like more trouble because the fucking their lawyers like didn't help them out and shit.
That sucks.
But so I fucking got probation for like a year and a half. I was like 14 to 16 or something like that.
What does that even mean? What does that entail?
Don't get in trouble for like a year and a half.
That's it.
You were supposed to get like random drug tests. My probation officer would like come by the house and like check on me.
Yeah.
And like I was like 14, so it's like that's like going to school and shit. You're just like I feel like such a fucking piece of shit.
You're like a criminal at 14. You feel like a criminal. Yeah.
But I don't know. I spent like a lot of that time like just skating by myself, and I like lived on Union Street, which is like just like a mile long of like flat ground, and like there was like a skate spot on the street. My friend Pete lived down the street, so like we would just like skate flat ground all day.
Sick.
So
because you're on probation.
Yeah, so it was like
stay
don't
out of
get
trouble.
in trouble, just skate, and like I feel like I was like pretty good at flat ground.
So you should probably go thank the cops for your flat ground game.
Back then, yeah, I don't know about today, but
that's how you got your nollie flips for sure.
Yeah,
dude.
I learned like a lot of tricks back then.
Turkey Island, bro. Don't toke up on Turkey Island. The fact
don't get caught by the cops.
Were there any? What was the photo? Was there a photo? Just like the island, shot of the island, like a kid in cuffs.
There was no like photo. I just still have it. It's just like the.
You have it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll take a picture of it or something.
Please post that.
But
I need to see that article.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy.
That's genius.
Yeah.
I have not a similar story, but I have like a little kid story, like getting in trouble, shit like that. I probably have a few, but the one that comes to mind is I probably told on the pod, but I'm gonna tell it again. I was in class with my friend Nick Begonis. Shout out Nick. He's from New Hampshire.
Nice.
One of the first people I started skating with. We were in class together, and Nick, I was like talking to this girl in class that I liked and I was vibing with, and Nick was like giving me shit in front of her, like just kind of busting my balls, calling me on shit and stuff, just trying to embarrass me in front of her.
As friends do.
Yeah, but I was in a bad mood that day, so like wasn't the time to do it. So I kept telling him, I'm like, Nick, fucking stop, dude, or there's gonna like you're gonna be in trouble. Keep talking shit, dude. Watch. And I was keeping my cool because I'm in front of the girl and I don't want to like lose my shit. But as soon as class went out in the hallway, I fucking kicked him so hard in the balls. I just fucking booted him in the balls. He dropped and
never did that again.
And then we got in trouble and all that stuff. That was one thing, and I just boosted him in the balls. And then I have like a quarterly. You know how you used to get those quarter reports cards or whatever, like to let parents know how you're doing. One of mine was straight Fs for every subject, and but then it said at the bottom it was like note from the teacher said pleasure to have in class.
Yeah, at least like there's a positive about it.
Straight F.
Not the best learner, but he's a good kid.
Yeah, I was sleeping a lot then, not doing the work. When I did the work, I was like, average student.
I feel like, I know you had like crazy stuff going on like at home growing up.
A lot of heavy shit.
And I feel like that definitely affects you like in school when like you're growing up, because I definitely had like not as crazy as yours, but it was definitely like rocky.
It's not a competition, Dave.
No, but it definitely affected like my youth and like growing up and even wanting to be at school.
It's so true, man. Like if you have shit going on outside of school, like that your adrenaline's getting spent on and your emotions, and you're just like going to school depressed and tired, like there's no way you can fucking focus, and your attitude's all over the place. That's how I was. I was depressed and fucking and just exhausted. Yeah. Because I wasn't getting proper sleep, didn't have people telling me like no no schedule. Like kids need a schedule and they need routines and habits.
Yeah, that structure actually does like feel good, even though like sometimes like
you rage against it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I've been learning that with my son Wilder. I've been like trying to give him the same routine, you know, like every morning we wake up and we walk the dogs.
Yeah.
And we walk Elwood first, because Elwood does a shorter walk because he's an old man. He's got to piss and shit. So we go out. He walks us back and forth in circles and shit until he pisses and shits. He's like, Elwood's a rider, but he's old, man. He'll like try to cross the road when cars are coming and shit. Like
is he like a little blind now?
Yeah, he's like Mr. Magoo out there.
He's just sensing things.
He's Magooing out there for sure. I walk him down to Cumbies. We go in. We say hi to our friend Carol. She's a sweet old lady. And everyone there knows Wilder. They know him by name. Like, oh, Wilder, he's getting so big and stuff. And then we walk back. And then we come back to the house. And what's next on our routine? We have to feed the dogs. And then I feed him in that order. And he watches Sesame Street. And then we play with skateboards.
Are you still like feeding him by hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what he's eating. But he's eating purees, like
just mush.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You get like 2 glass jars. One's like either veggies or fruit, and then one's like a meat, beef or chicken, and you just mix them.
So weird.
And then put like sometimes I put a filler in. It's like this like oatmeal type stuff that thickens it up, so he's not just like soupy, you know. Mm-hmm. He's been eating that, and then he loves fucking bananas, dude.
Yeah, I mean, everybody does. It's a good fruit.
Dude, I'm telling you, he'll house 2 whole bananas, like, in one sitting.
That's a small belly, dude.
And still want more bananas.
That's crazy.
Bananas is his favorite food. I'm pretty positive about that. Yeah, and then I watch him till, like, about 11, and then Mama comes and takes over.
Nice.
But I try to keep him, like, on a routine and a schedule, because I from what I've read and heard, it's like, kids need that even if they don't want it.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get better with like waking them, like what time we put them down and stuff. Like keep it on a schedule. You know.
Makes sense.
I think because they want that, like they need structure. They don't want it, but they need structure so then they get used to things.
Just like some plants, you know.
Totally.
They want to get watered at like the same time every day, you know.
The seeds.
It's like you gotta take care of them.
Yeah, man. I fucking with Wilder, it's rad because I'm really trying to like make up where like I was lacking. So like trying to make sure he brushes his teeth every day.
That's a good
like
starting those kind of values definitely makes sense.
Trying to healthy habits, you know.
I know as like a little kid, like you don't want to always take a bath, but I mean, I was never like fighting it, but you definitely want to play in the mud more than take a shower.
Facts. Brushing the teeth is a big one because, like, if you don't learn that lesson, people go through so much pain because teeth are the most painful. Yeah, and money. You're right.
I've gone through the dentist so much, and it sucks.
Me too.
Root canals, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, I've had, like, teeth pulled on each side and stuff like that. Yeah. It sucks.
Yeah. No, thank you.
And I brush my teeth regularly. I just didn't floss that much. So.
I just like sugar stuff, like we talked about before, candy and shit.
Facts.
So I've got to make better habits on that.
Yeah, so with him, I've been trying to make sure, like, he likes brushing his teeth because he likes copying us.
Yeah.
So it's just like in the morning, I'm like, brush your teeth, good. Brush your brush, brush your brushy brush.
Yeah.
It's a Sesame Street song about brushing your teeth. That's it, dude.
Big Elmo fan, right?
Yeah, he likes Elmo a lot, and Cookie Monster.
What's not to like, dude? Cookies rule.
Legend. He crushes the Sesame Street. I gotta turn it off sometimes because it's just too much.
Yeah, that'll bore into your head.
Yeah. How was your Halloween?
I got surgery like the day before on the 30th, so I had to get 2 screws out.
It was spooky then.
Yeah, so I kind of just like hung out.
Fill people in that don't know what happened initially, and then go into like the recent surgery.
All right, so in June, at the beginning of June, I broke my leg just at the skate park.
Leg or ankle?
It was my leg because it was like the 2 bones that are going down. Mm-hmm. I think it was the outer one broke, maybe the inner one. I'm not really sure, honestly, at this point.
Yeah.
But I had to get 10 screws put in and then a plate. And fast forward to here.
Wait. You were at the skate park?
Yeah, I was at Portsmouth Skate Park.
What was the trick?
Just like cruising. I was just going from one side of the park to the other. I was trying to, so like there's, in like the street section, there's like this like corner bowl that kind of goes it's a bowl corner that goes into like a straight wall. Mm-hmm. And like right where the coping like kinks, I was like grinding through the bowl and then into that, and like it just spat me out, and like just the way I landed on my leg, it just like immediately fucking folded, and like I didn't really feel anything, but I just went down and knew it was broken instantly. As soon as like I tried to pick my leg up, my like foot started like spinning a little bit just because it was like one bone.
Yeah.
And my friends Cole and Dave carried me out of there and drove me to the hospital, and I got surgery like a few days later, but it was just fucking chilling broken.
That's so gnarly.
It sucked.
That's so gnarly.
But I guess it's like
sit there for a couple days with it just like mangled, basically.
Yeah. They put me on pills and shit, but like I could only do it for like the first like couple days, and then they put me in surgery. Even like after I got out, I only did like the oxys or whatever for like 2 or 3 days. I hated the way it made me feel, so like I just don't do that shit.
You've just never been into that?
No, I just smoke weed and shit.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Hallucinogenics and stuff like that.
I'm scared of pills.
Yeah, I'm not. It just doesn't make you feel good. Anything about it kind of just makes you feel grimy and stuff. I don't know. Not for me.
I agree.
But so I just tried to do like Tylenol and stuff, and like even I ended up breaking the screws because I like was like too active or something. I was like nervous about doing PT, but because like they told me I would break them at some point, and like I was just like, so I tried to chill the whole time, and then on the 30th, just a couple days ago, they went to take out the 2 long screws, and they told me that I broke them somehow, and so like they had to open me up a little bit wider on one side just so they could like grind the screws down so they'd be inside the bone. And so now I got 8 screws, a couple pieces of fragments, and a plate.
So only 2 of them broke?
Yeah, because they were like longer at the bottom of the bone, so like kind of hold everything together.
Yeah.
And the 8 that are up top are kind of just like holding the plate in and like putting that bone back together.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the longer ones are like going through, whereas the other ones are more superficial.
Yeah,
they're just kind of holding it in.
And like I had like somehow when like I broke my leg, I kind of like rolled my ankle too, so it kind of like tore everything in the ankle.
Jeez.
So it kind of like separated the bones at the bottom, and that's why they had to put like those screws in there to hold everything together.
Quick question. Do you feel like, was there a reason you got hurt? Like, do you feel like there was something that like maybe like made you more tired, or like you were just caught, like you weren't as sharp, or was it just a freak thing?
So I was doing that grind like a couple times, and like it shot me off probably like 4 times, and like I was just like, oh, that's weird. And then I was just trying to make it from that side of the park back to the other side because there was like the quarter pipe on that side of the wall, and I was just trying to get over there, and for whatever reason it fucking bumped me off, and as soon as like I just put my foot down, it broke, and it was just like a freak accident. It was my dad's birthday. I wasn't even supposed to go to the park that day.
Oh man.
You know, I was supposed to go to like a barbecue in a couple hours.
Yeah.
And fucking, I don't know, just freak accident.
Such a gift you gave to your dad.
He was bummed, and then like, because like we worked together too, so like I was out for a little while, so he was definitely bumming on that. Oh, dude. Definitely not a good time.
Yeah.
But I feel like I definitely recovered quickly and like made it back pretty strongly, fast. You know?
Yeah. So, what have you been doing? Like, how have you switched up like what you're doing as far as like trying to rehab it and stuff? Like,
well, now that the screws are out, I can like actually like start like working on it, because I was like worried about breaking them before, but I should have just been doing my shit the whole time, you know?
Yeah.
I've been working. I've been like standing on ladders. I feel like that's probably like what did it. But
you were walking pretty good, dude.
Yeah.
I was like surprised. I thought you were gonna have a boot on or something.
Yeah, I was like honestly like walking around like pretty soon after I broke it. Probably not for the best. But I mean,
today you're like walking fine.
I'm like ready to skate. Like,
that's crazy.
If like
you gotta slow down though.
Yeah, I mean, if like I still get like stitches and stuff. Once those stitches come out, I think I'll like start like pushing around. Yeah, like, trying to get my ankle strong again.
Get your Booznits on, where you just skate from miles.
Yeah, exactly.
No tricks, just push.
Yeah, just one town to the next.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
that's cool. So which one they took out? What screws did they take out?
There's 2 long ones at the bottom. They tried to take them out, but they had to
just shave them down.
Because they were in the bone and couldn't come out.
And the plate's still there? Is
it
gonna be there?
I got 8 screws in the plate and then the 2 fragments. So nothing too bad. I'll be coming back hopefully within like the next like 3 weeks. I'll be like pushing around.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You know,
it's amazing how much the human body can heal.
Yeah,
especially bone. It's just like if you stay off it and give it time, it'll fuse back and be strong.
I feel like I gotta like be eating healthier and like trying to like
definitely
focus on like the minerals and all types of shit like that. But just because like I'm getting older, I'm 35 right now, so fucking now's the time to try to like help yourself. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And it's not. It's yeah. Sometimes these things happen to force the change that you needed to do anyway. So it's like maybe look into like do you cook yourself?
I do. I've started getting into it.
Have you been like trying to figure out what to cook? So you just like have you been trying to figure out how not to eat shitty, basically?
I definitely, hard, yeah. I try not to eat like fast food or anything like that. I definitely just have like sweet addiction. But
you don't. You're not really big into sweet fast food.
No, definitely not.
That's a plus.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like once in a while you get the craving, but like every time I've tried to do it, I don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I still like love pizza and shit like that. It just depends on like what you're trying to eat. But I do like cooking at home now. My girlfriend's pretty good at it, so like that's kind of forced me to get better at it and like learn things.
Yeah.
But I have a grill, you know what I mean? So like that's pretty easy.
Fuck
fail safe almost.
Love a grill.
And like it makes you feel good, you know?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Peppers, onions on kebab or something, like you're fucking chilling.
And you just got to get some stitches out, basically?
Yeah.
And then you can get pushing? Do you think you'll wear a shin guard, at least to start? It might be a smart idea. Just so you don't
it's probably a good idea. I didn't think about that, but it's probably a good idea.
And I feel like that's just on your shin. It's not like it's going to affect your knee or your
ankle. Are you talking about like a soccer one or like a special
like
skate?
just something to prevent it from like banging. Because if you bang it's going to hurt so much at first.
Smart move.
Yeah, and it might damage. Like,
yeah, totally.
Might just be like something you could do that's like a little extra, just so when you are like when you get back to skating, you have that little extra like protection.
Yeah, and like more confidence or something.
Just so it has time to heal. Because my shins are always fucked.
Yeah, my shins are fucked.
We're so like skateboarders are so tough that you never even realize that like your shins are just in a constant state of fucking bruise and pain and anger.
Anytime I do wear shorts, people are like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, you just get used to it, and you don't even realize that's like painful.
Yeah,
most people bang their shin, they're like almost in tears.
Yeah, yeah.
We just live with it, like no big deal.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, I was bleeding. I didn't know that. There's always something going on though, I feel like.
Yeah, but that might be the move. Just get like a decent shin guard just to protect it so it can heal without bruises.
Yeah.
And keep it, because the longer you hold out, the stronger it'll be able to get, you know?
Yeah, totally. I have like a ankle brace and stuff like that, but the shin guard, it really is a good move. I've like worn those, the etc. insoles before, and they have like that Primo stop guard or whatever.
Yep.
Those things actually were pretty sick for a little while.
I used to wear those when I do big drops.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helped a lot.
I never like even like thought about it like when I was jumping down stuff, and then I was like, oh shit, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, we go through so much pain because we don't really think about it. Yeah. That's so funny.
And I like bulk soles and stuff like that, so like I'm definitely not doing any like favors to myself by like just jumping down shit.
Fuck it.
I'm ready though. Like I've been fucking stacking spots and stuff like that. I've been working on spots, cutting rails and shit like that. So I'm like ready for like filming a new part, something like that. So
yeah, once you get that thing ready where you're like, okay, I can start pushing around, then you're gonna be able to gauge like what you can do and just go at a pace that you can manage. And luckily, you're in the position where like you've earned the board, you've put out the parts. So it's
winter's coming.
Yeah, it's not like you have like huge pressure to like have to like prove yourself. You've made it to the point where you can like you've earned the luxury to like heal and take your time, you know?
I appreciate that. I definitely want to just do something like super productive right now, just because like I feel like I've been sitting for so long.
I get it.
And just like my own mindset is just like I just want to be doing something.
I'm the same way, dude. I always feel like I need to contribute in some way or do something, or like I hate sitting still too. It's like hard. I've gotten better actually as I got older about doing less. Wilder actually helps me with that.
Yeah,
I just get to hang with him and like watch him do stuff. I literally just walk around the house and he just crawls around. Yeah. He just crawls around getting into shit, and I gotta go, no. No. He listens to me when I say no, though.
Yeah, setting boundaries, though.
Like, he'll grab, like, a cord, and I'll be like, no, and he'll, like, slowly let go, and, like...
has there been any, like, moments that have been, like, a big learner for him, but, like, kind of scary for you?
Dude, we have those stairs in my house. There's, like, fucking 13 stairs or something, and they're steep and just, like, hard, and he just, like... One day was like, I'm going up these.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, I just watched him. I was like, should I let him? I was nervous. Yeah. And I just watched him climb these fucking steep-ass hard stairs, one stair at a time. And he slipped on one of them and fell back, and I caught him. So, like, I was right there. But It's just like, I'm like, this kid is fucking fearless. Yeah, he's fearless. He's ready to go. He has that attitude like me, and He's like me and his mom. We're both kind of like, we'll show you, you know?
Yeah.
You could tell us, but we're going to still test
it's
our
cool
boundaries.
That he's like so on the board already, like balanced and
Dude.
pushing around almost.
I haven't pushed it on him at all. All I've done is like show it to him, you know?
Natural
like
coming to him.
Yeah, I like skated around town holding him and like see if he was into it. He was into it, so that was cool. And then like skateboarding's all around him.
Yeah.
But I haven't been like, you got a skateboarder, and try to get him on it. And really, I just kind of like sat back and seen how he would react, and he's fucking obsessed.
That's so cool. Especially because like later on to see him like as like a lifer, hopefully, you know.
Yeah.
To see like how far that progresses and stuff, that'd be cool.
I mean, the way it's going, it's like I can recognize myself in him, so I just am like, we're going to have a fucking problem here. A good problem, but it's a problem. Like, literally, I when I play with him with the skateboard, if I put it away, he just starts crying.
That's cool.
And like today, Tara was like, he woke up from his nap, and I put him down. He just crawled out to the deck and grabbed his skateboard.
So sick.
Like, on his own.
I remember like when I was like 6th grade or something, and I would like have my board at like the edge of my bed, just like ready to go.
Dude, he's been bringing his fucking handboard, his Wet Willie handboard, everywhere.
That's awesome.
It's dirty and stained and shit, and he's like, got it. He's holding on to that thing.
That's so
like,
cool.
And he fucking tries to grind, naturally just tries to grind edges and shit with it.
That's amazing.
Everything he can find that he can like smash it into to grind and slide, he's just doing it.
He's gonna be a fucking handrail master.
Kid watches he watched a full skate videos. He watched Evergreen, which is a Converse video.
Yeah, recent.
Yeah, he watched Plus Skate Shop had a new video. He watched that. He watched Wilder. Like, he watched the whole video. Sat there like it was Sesame Street.
Yep. It's like, well, it's his video, dude.
Yeah, he's like, and he's amazed. I know, he doesn't even know. Right. I can't wait till he's old enough to realize that we named the video after him. That
pretty iconic.
He's going to be like, what? It's like a future message for him.
Yeah, it's like this marked my time in life.
Yeah, when he's older, I'm like, yeah, that was when you were being born and you were in mom's stomach and we were working on the video.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I know. I'm so stoked.
That is cool.
Kid's so sick. The most legendary little dude ever.
Yep.
Could talk about him for hours. Sorry, guys. Sorry about the kid talk. But it's like amazing to me. I'm learning a lot, dude, and I'm definitely getting humbled from just having a kid.
Have you been watching a bunch of skate videos and stuff?
I've been watching more actually recently, just because in the mornings, like, it's something to do with him, and he actually likes it, so it's cool.
Did you watch that Dickies one? I thought I was gonna see you at the New Balance premiere.
I know, they were trying to get me to go. It's hard for me to want to go to anything. Yeah. I want to go, but I'm also like, I'd rather just stay home with Wilder.
Yeah, some days it's just like that. I think it was like a Tuesday or something like that too.
Yeah.
It was cool. I've only seen, there was like another Adidas video there like years ago.
Yeah.
And it was like a cool venue to be at.
I didn't watch the Dickies one. I got to watch that, and I can't wait to see the New Balance one. They've been marketing that thing for so fucking long.
Yeah.
I was like waiting
I was
for
surprised
it to
to see like how many like premieres they did.
It's still not out, right? It's
I don't think
online,
so.
Yeah. They've just been hyping it up on Insta. Yeah, I'm stoked to see New Westgate. Does he have a full part, right?
Yeah. Yep. One of the focus. I thought the video was going to be like more of the whole team. I don't want to like spoil or anything.
Just go ahead, spoil it.
But I mean,
fuck it.
It was cool to see Westgate, like a local, having like so many like, just like such a cool part. Fucking big company, you know, like fucking such a spotlight. Years later, after fucking Stay Gold and everything like that.
Yeah.
And he's like legend as it is, but it's just fucking. It's cool to see him still like at it. And like with fucking Jamie Foy, like the newest up and coming fucking best out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, that's cool.
And Tiago, right?
And Tiago, yeah.
Who's like an OG.
I feel like his part was kind of.
Go ahead.
Almost like.
Go ahead.
He was putting out that primitive part at the same time, so I feel like more of his footage kind of went to that or something, or like his like heavier hitting or something like that.
Shit happens.
Yeah, I mean, to have like multiple projects come out at the same time, and you're working hard, you know.
Jamie Foy, if I can. This is kind of the argument against that, because he had like 5 parts and they're all insane, right?
But he probably just like lands everything like perfect, and
it's insane.
It's just like everything is usable, you know.
Does he get Skater of the Year? He's got to.
He's
right?
got. I mean,
no one's put in that much.
I mean, I don't know
who else put in that much work this year.
He's got to.
When's Skate of the Year? When does it drop?
I figured it's like around now, isn't it? Because I feel like all that voting stuff is at the same time. No, I'm not sure, dude.
All that voting stuff. So the president and Skate of the Year is all the same?
I thought they just marketed like that, but
trying
I'm not
to distract
fucking sure.
you.
It could be more towards like the New Year's and shit, right?
I don't know. I honestly, let's look
January.
it up. Let's look it up. Let's ask the fucking internet god. Let's see. I've been trying to use the voice stuff on my phone now.
Jamie's only been one time, right? Skater of the Year.
When is Thrasher Skate of the Year voting?
So Tyshawn's been twice?
Yeah, I think so.
And now Jamie Foy will be twice too?
Why, he already won one?
Yeah.
He won last year?
Not last year. I feel like it was like one other year.
I'm out of the loop, dude. I'm fucking out of the loop.
And I feel somebody like once said that he like turned down a second one and he like tried to give it to somebody else.
Jamie Foy?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I could be wrong.
There's no fucking way I'm turning that bitch down. I'd give me all 7 of them.
He's just that much of like a skate rat. He was just like, no, give it to somebody else.
Fuck that. Everyone else can suck it. I want it every year, bro.
Crazy.
Last one. It doesn't fucking say. Come on, dude.
I feel like that'd be like easy information.
Yeah, you would think so. When
you got to get Bart
over
here to be a fact checker.
He would. Yeah, I'm giving up. I'm too stupid to figure this out. I didn't know Jamie Foy already won.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I could definitely be wrong. I'm stoned all the time.
Of Skater of the Year. Thrasher Skater of the Year, the complete winners list. Here we go. Surfer Today. That's the website.
That's crazy.
So funny. Let's see. All right. 1990, Tony Hawk, USA. 91 was Danny Way. 92, John Cardiel. 93, Salman Aga. Salman Aga is so sick.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Switch God. 94 is Mike Carroll. 95, Chris Sen. Legend. 96 is Eric Costin. They say Thailand, not USA. 97 was Bob Burnquist. 98 was Andrew Reynolds. Brian Anderson got 99. 2000 was Jeff Raleigh. 2001 was Ardo Sari. 02 is Tony Trujillo. 03 was Mark Appleyard. 04 was Danny Way. So Danny Way's got 2 at that point, right? He's the only double winner at that point. 04. 05 was Chris Cole. 06 was Daewon Song. Says Korea. He's clearly USA, right? 07 Mark Johnson.
I didn't know they were like marketing like that.
Well, it's Surfer fucking today, so. 08 was, I didn't know Mark Johnson won one too. 07, that's sick. 08 was Silas Baxter Neal. 09 was Chris Cole, so Chris Cole doubled up too. Danny Way, Chris Cole. 2010 was Leo Romero. 11
legend
was Grant Taylor. 2012 David Gonzalez. 2013 is Ishad Ware. 2014 was Kramer. Anthony Van Engelen took 2015. Kyle Walker, 2016. 2017, Jamie Foy. 2018 is Tyshawn Jones. 2019, Milton Martinez. 2020 was Mason Silva. Mark Succi, 21. 22 is Tyshawn Jones. So that's Tyshawn. Is that Tayshawn or Tyshawn? I don't even know.
I've always said Tyshawn. I'm not really sure.
Tyshawn is a double winner. Who else was it? Chris Cole got the double nod.
That's a long list.
Yeah, right? Oh, we're not even done.
Right.
2022 is Tyshawn, and then 23 was Mason Silva. So he got it twice.
That was last year?
Yeah, he got it twice too.
Surprising.
He got it in 2020. And oh no, Mason Silva got 2020, and Miles Silva got it in 2023. That's why. Yeah, so if 2024, who else has put out as much work as he as fucking Foy Boy?
That's got to be like Foy.
There's no one else.
Yeah.
Right? He's had like a reign of terror on skateboarding. I feel
he's just always somewhere doing something gnarly.
2017, and then he gets it in 2024. I'm predicting.
Yeah.
I don't know who else could fucking get it.
Everybody's trying to put parts out right now, but it's got to be him.
But he's already had like endless parts, you know.
And he had a Thrasher cover already with that crazy like down up rail.
Yeah, ollie and out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Florida.
Did you see that Elijah Burrell nose grind though? The like recent one just up for like that van strip.
Yeah, double
that was
kink.
insane. I can't believe like they didn't like keep that.
It's a heavy one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was gnarly. Oh fuck.
We were actually just talking about doing an Austin trip, hopefully like this winter.
Texas?
Yeah.
Sick.
Me and the boys. And then they ended up putting that thing out like the next weekend because we were talking about it at the premiere. And then they put that thing out the next weekend. We're just like seeing all the spots they got. Pretty cool to see. All those ditches.
I love Texas.
I've never been, but it seems like a good spot.
It is. There's a lot of sick skating in Texas.
Nice.
Every time. We did some world industry tours through there, and it was fucking so fun.
Yeah.
They got like a rich skate community, and like the ditches are legendary, and parks are epic out there.
Cool.
And Austin's popping off for like comedy too, so you could probably go check.
Yeah, the Joe Rogan Comedy Club or something like that.
Yeah, and like Tony Hinchcliffe got his show out there, so you could probably pop into a Kill Tony. And
that'd be pretty wild.
Go to check it out, and there's like fucking in the Austin alone, I think there's like 10 comedy clubs.
Yeah, it seems like a good trip.
There's a lot of comedy clubs right there, and it'd be sick to go be part of the antics, you know?
Totally. Our friend Gavin that does Sturdy magazine, he's lived out there for a little while, and he might come on the trip, so he kind of has like a little bit of a tour guide for us.
All right.
So probably go by that shop, No Comply.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Just check out spots, hang out there probably for like a week or something.
Sick. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Definitely got to do some shit when it gets, as winter's kicking in. I thought winter was kicking in already. The other day I woke up, it was fucking freezing out.
Dude, yeah.
Today it's like fucking t-shirt weather again.
Classic New England.
Yeah.
You know, especially in the fall.
Keeps you on your fucking toes, my dude.
Have you been out in the fucking pumpkin patches and all that?
Me and my lady been doing some stuff. We went to like some farm places that had events and stuff. Like Wilder got to go look at a bunch of like a Clydesdale.
Yeah.
Crazy, yeah.
Massive for him.
Yeah, it was so crazy, and cows and ducks and all types of sheeps and rams, and like
sick.
They have these like little farms where you can go, and then they had like pumpkins all set up and Halloween decorations.
Everybody's getting their photos in.
Yeah, so we've been to a couple of those, and it's cool. He likes it for the most part, and then yeah, we did a bunch of Halloween stuff. He wasn't really even into trick or treating, really.
We didn't have like any kids come by our house at all. Like,
really?
We live like downtown, Newburyport, but it's like it seemed like none of the side streets like got hit, or like everybody was just like trying to like go to the stores or something like that. I don't know.
It was so really nice weird. Out too. I don't know. We went to Corey and Aubrey's Goonan's neighborhood, which is like 10 minutes from here, because it's more like a family neighborhood,
suburban,
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people there, but we put out a bucket of candy, and like almost all of it was gone when we got back. So we definitely had trick-or-treaters.
Nice.
But he wasn't really into like, we went to this one trunk or treat at like this church, and it's just like a bunch of people pulled up in a field, and all the cars and people set up and like giving out candy and dressed up, and he's fucking crying the whole time.
Yeah.
He dressed him up as Cookie Monster, and he's just crying.
I saw the pictures. That was actually pretty funny.
And he just like, I don't know if he wasn't into it or if it was just because he was sleeping. He hates being woken up.
I feel like you never know like when a kid's going to be like in the mood to do it.
Yeah.
Do something, you know. It's like it can hit or miss.
Yeah. Know? And then the whole time we went to Goonan's neighborhood and trick-or-treated, he just skateboarded.
Cool.
He didn't even really like care. We brought him to a few doors, and he didn't get the concept of like grabbing the candy.
He's still young.
So Dad did. And then he just was happy as shit because Goonan brought his board, so Goonan was like, could see he wants to use it, so he's like, here, you want to use the board? So
that is really cool.
Had him rolling the whole time. He was so happy.
That's awesome.
He can skate for an hour plus easily.
It's like really cool that like that's like already something that brings him joy. And it's like
it's insane. It's insane. Yeah, it's insane. It's definitely in his blood, because like I remember when I was 12 and I first found skating, how like, and I'm sure you can relate, how I just like locked onto it, and it became all consuming, right? Same with him. He's just like, once he figured it out, he's just been locked into it since. I'm like, oh man, it's definitely in the blood. Like, all my muscle memory and feelings and thoughts has gone into skating since I was 12, and I'm 41. Like, the majority of my thoughts and feelings have been about skateboarding.
Translated through this object.
Yeah. And then, like, my girl, she has the same thing, but with, like, pole dancing and fitness.
Yep.
So, like, this kid is just a beast.
He's gonna be active.
He wants to climb the stairs. We bought him a whole, like, Tara's father. Shout out to Troy at Balthazar's. You met Troy.
Yep.
He bought him this like indoor like jungle gym thing made out of wood, and it's like ladders and ropes, and like you can climb and shit. So he hasn't really got to use it too much, but he's already started like looking at it and like climbing a little bit.
Maybe like next year he'll be like a little bit more like body structured to be able to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he like wants to do it, but he doesn't not quite there yet. But yeah, so between me and his mom, this kid is like, he's going to have to do some physical shit, because me and his mom just do nothing but physical shit for most of our lives.
That's sick.
So it's definitely just in his blood. The strange thing I've been thinking about now is because in the morning I bring him out for his walk, and he's watching the kids across the street waiting for the bus. and they're all interacting and having fun, and the bus pulls up, and he usually sees that, and I see him looking, and I'm like, I don't really know how I feel about him like going to school. I'm like nervous about sending him off to school by himself, and like I know he's young and shit, but I'm also just like, I don't know how much I trust teachers in the school system, and like,
just like other kids and shit. Like I didn't grow up going to like fucking homeschool. I went to like public school, and I moved around a bunch, so like I was always going to different schools, or at least a few different ones. So I definitely didn't enjoy going to school, but I don't know.
I was the same. I went to a bunch of different schools, and that's like, school's hard when you're just bouncing from school to school and keeping friends. Like I'd make a bunch of friends, and then I'd lose them. Like it just like, it definitely felt like out of place a little bit. Yeah, and I just made the whole concept of sending him off to school. Like initially, I was like, "No, he's just gonna stay homeschooled because he's gonna have a community of friends through skateboarding," you know?
Yeah.
But then watching him with like the kids, watching him watch the kids across the street, I'm like, he's gonna need to be surrounded by other kids roughly his age.
Yeah.
So he can gauge himself off of them, you know, like physically, and
still going to like maybe like after school activities or something like that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna go to like public school or homeschool, or I gotta talk to my lady, because she was kind of on the same thing, like maybe just homeschool and we just make sure he does stuff with kids and like do active stuff, you know. So I mean,
there's no like wrong way to do things these days, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's all I don't know. I don't have a kid. I didn't do well in school either, so
Dave, give me the answers.
I don't have the answers.
No. Yeah, it just scared me, because especially like when the world was falling apart, and I was seeing like how the schools were and crazy, and the mask shit and the control and all that stuff. It like made me really like I don't know if I want to send him off to he's gonna get some fucking teacher that's like trying to force him to wear a mask and fucking get in line. Like, fuck off. I don't know if that's the move, you know?
Yeah.
I think I'd have to go to the school that we decide and go feel it out from. I have to Billy Madison it basically and go back myself.
Yeah.
Do first through 12th
grade.
Kind
of see what you're getting into.
Feel
like
it out.
Do. I feel like school's so much different nowadays too, because like they're probably like learning like all types of different shit. But my niece actually went to like a forest school. Like she's only like 4 right now, so it's like kind of preschool or whatever. But it's probably just like a small classroom. It's like a yurt out in the woods.
Wow.
And they fucking just like learn about trees and the weather and all types of other shit like that.
That sounds kind of sick.
So I feel like it's probably like a good like first step to like getting into like socialization, or like if you're gonna like end up doing homeschool, it's probably like a good way to have them like kind of introduce other kids still.
Yeah.
Something like that.
There's a lot of kids around here. Like my neighbors have a kid, and they're about the same age as Wilder, and they're about to have their second kid. Across the street, there's a bunch of kids. They're obviously older than Wilder, like 4 or 5, and he's like about to be 1 this month. It's crazy. He's about to be 1, but yeah, there's like in my lady's family, a lot of her like siblings all had kids too, like around the same time. So like he's gonna be surrounded by kids, you know.
Yeah. But
I think that's important. I feel like he's gonna need to like see kids his age and like be around them, just so he can be comfortable. Because like with your parents, you act a certain way, you know, and as you get older, you want to hang out with kids because kids are like imaginative and goofy and silly. I mean, I am too, because I've never really lost that. But he still
they're like
needs
on the
that.
Same level as you.
Yeah,
he
needs it like outside his dad, you know, like he needs it with other kids. That's what I was thinking about this morning. I'm like, oh yeah, he's gonna need to like really be surrounded by little kids, because they're just all very verbal and they say silly stuff, and he's gonna need to be around that. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we'll see where it goes from here, but he's doing great. He's about to be 1 this month. Time fucking flies. He loves skateboarding, you know.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
It's on a good up and up.
Yeah. So what else has been up besides skateboarding shit and injuries? What have you been watching? Any TV shows? We were talking a little bit about politics earlier. Trump won the election, my dudes.
Yeah,
he's
yesterday.
Out there. He's the president.
It's a new
like
day.
It or hate it, that guy's the dude. If we're listening to like the Democrats, we now have a Nazi as president, and things are going to hell. And if we're listening to the Republicans, we now have God, Jesus, reincarnated in there, and all your problems are solved.
Just make it what you want it.
Yeah.
You know.
What else? What have you been up to? You watching any TV shows? What have you been binging? You've been injured, so you must have been watching some content out there.
I've been watching that show, The Penguin.
Never. No.
No.
Is it Batman?
It's like about the Penguin from Batman, but it's like his like origin story kind of, and it's on HBO. There's only like 7 episodes out right now. It's on every Sunday, and it's pretty interesting. It's like I want to say it's Christian Bale, but I'm not sure.
He plays the Penguin?
I want to say it's him.
Hold on.
I want to say it's him.
Let's look at this shit up.
It's pretty entertaining. Like the storyline so far. I definitely like. I'm starting to hate the Penguin, but it's like you're kind of like learning all of the stuff about him,
like his backstory.
Yeah, and like what makes him the guy he is.
HBO, Penguin HBO, Snowrunner Wiki maybe.
But there's no like Batman hasn't like arrived in there yet or anything.
Okay, here we go. Penguin. The Penguin, is that what it is? The Penguin is an American crime drama television miniseries developed by Lauren LaFranc for HBO, based on DC's comic character The Penguin. It is a spin-off from the film The Batman 2022 that explores the Penguin's rise to power in Gotham City criminal underworld. LaFranc serves as the showrunner for the series.
The guy wears a fat suit the whole time.
Dang.
It doesn't look like him at all, but he does like a good job.
Oh, wow. Reprising his role for the Batman. Trying to see if I know any of these actresses or actors.
I don't think I recognized anybody from it.
Cast character Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell, that's who it is.
That's the Penguin. That's crazy. He's like, yeah, he's definitely not a fat guy, right?
No, he does a good job. It's
like a good job playing a fat guy.
It's entertaining the whole time.
Damn, HBO. I wish I had HBO. You pay for HBO?
I think I have it through like my parents' like account or something.
Legend.
You gotta get in what you can.
Yeah, I got Netflix. I don't even know. Yeah. I don't even know how I still have Netflix. I don't think I get charged.
I like never find anything on Netflix that I like. I've been watching like a bunch of like YouTube videos. It's always like a scary compilation like right before I go to bed, or like some like UFO stuff.
Yep. I want to find a photo of him so I can see him as a fat guy. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, he looks like the fucking did a good job.
It's a pretty entertaining series so far. And like there's always like some shit happening, people getting killed or something, but
7 episodes?
7 episodes so far.
What's the backstory of the Penguin? Was he a nice guy that turned bad because some shit happened to him?
No, you learn more and more that he's just like a shittier person. He's just like always lying or fucking cheating stuff.
Sick.
It is fucked up. I don't want to give too much away, but like he definitely you develop like a hate for him almost, and you're just like, holy shit, man.
You watch any sports?
No, I don't. I should, but
should you?
I don't know. It's just like that's just like a common topic for like everybody, and like I always wear like a Boston hat or something like that. So like people always like bring up like baseball or football to me, and I just like never know what to say.
You're like, yeah, sure.
I'm just like, I just put my city on, man.
Go Pats.
Yeah, I always just try to like say something like that, like real vague. But I'm just in like the line at the bank or something, and somebody says something.
Yeah. That was like today when we were in the store. Just people are so losing their mind right now. There's this dude in my town that's been all about Trump forever now, since Biden first became, when Biden became president. Like he was just driving around my town on a bike, fucking Trump flag, at every crosswalk, every street light. He's just Trump. For years, he's been doing this.
A lot of fanatics out there.
Yeah, it's crazy because I watched the culture sway, and we're in Massachusetts, so it's like a blue state, like everyone's a Democrat. But I watched it sway a little bit.
It really has. Like
in the beginning, everyone was like, "This guy's a kook."
I was like surprised to hear how many like people like actually like voted for him this time that like didn't before.
Yeah,
and like how their like views have changed and stuff. And I was just like, wow.
Well, that guy's out. That guy. It slowly went from everyone thinking he's crazy to a kook to now he's out there having a party. He's out there with a whistle, and this fucking today he's celebrating on the corner. Yep. He got his win, dude. But I watched slowly like everyone hating him to like as leading up to this election. I watched like cars go by and beep more at him and cheer him on and shit.
Yep.
It's so weird, man.
Crazy times we're living in, especially because like the whole like Back to the Future like skit, like it's just like we are like living in like that fucking time. Like it's just weird how like the Simpsons called it, like fucking everybody like kind of knew something.
The Simpsons like call everything, don't they? Yeah. Somehow
you always like have like some new like twist on something that like they like knew about somehow.
Yeah. Crazy. What else? You listen to any podcasts? Watch any other TV shows? What else does Dave goes on in Dave's life? I want to know.
I've been going to the beach a bunch just because I live over there by there, so I kind of just like go sit and watch the water.
That's
or
dope.
Go to different places, eat. I've been working on a bunch of skate spots and stuff like that, and trying to just like fill my time with that if I can't like skate actually, you know.
Yeah.
So I've been like, I got a couple like an up ledge that like I want to get a photo on, and there's like a new out rail that I want to skate.
That one you sent me?
Yeah, I had to like cut a 7-stair rail out so I could get at like the at the lower rail, and just like stuff like that. I'm just always trying to work on something. Or there was like a Halloween jam that was at Portsmouth Skate Park like last week for Courier. They're like 3rd year doing it.
Fuck yeah.
And
how'd that go?
It was really fun actually.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a huge turnout, but it was definitely a good amount of people. Definitely a fun crowd.
That's rad.
Everybody ripped.
That's sick. I love those events.
Yeah, definitely like getting everybody together, you know.
Yeah.
Community vibes. Everybody's ripping.
Yeah, we're actually gonna do New England Am again.
I saw the flyer for that. I'm psyched.
Yeah, that got leaked a little early, but it's fine.
Yeah.
My sales rep Conrad, he's like, send me the flyer because
really?
He's trying to get more sponsors. We have a good amount of sponsors already, but I sent it to him and he just posted it. I was like, fuck it.
Dude, we definitely need more stuff like that going on over here, you know?
Yeah. We're going to try to make it the biggest year ever for the New England Am because we had to take a little hiatus because of pandemic, and then I had a child, so I wasn't able to like get free to do event.
Yeah, but put on.
But yeah, it's shaping up to be good. We got a bunch of sponsors already. Let me actually look that up. If anyone out there wants to sponsor the New England Am, hit me up on the ALLiNEEDSKATE Instagram. Just like send me a message. We're looking for product to give out as prizes, and in exchange, we'll put your flyer on the logo. We're inviting all the shops out there to sponsor the event this year, so a bunch of skate shops are already sponsoring the event, so that's pretty cool. So if you have a small brand you want to get in, you're definitely going to have a lot of skate shops involved and a lot of skateboarders involved. So,
and at a good park. Good indoor park.
Legendary.
Something to do during the winter.
Legendary East Coast Park at the Edge Indoor Skate Park. It's going to be in January 25th. We'll do a cash prize.
And there's a bunch of rippers from that park, so bring your game.
Yeah. Sponsors are All I Need, Solstice Skate Shop, World Industries, Ironhide, Spare Skateboards, Opus Footwear is sponsoring it, Stance Socks, Narragansett Surf and Skate, Vulture Crew, and the list is growing. So that's just the start right off the bat without me even trying. Those were just
get in now while you can.
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty epic. It's going to be set up like individual runs. So
cool.
I think everyone gets two runs. And
solo run? Not like a jam format, just solo?
Yeah.
Ooh, the stress.
Like a Tampa type style. And gonna definitely reach out to some guest judges, Westgate, Barley, a few other that I've got in mind, some pro judges, so that'll be pretty epic if you want fun. Some pros to watch you rip. If you're an AM out there and you want to come make a name for yourself, that's the place on the East Coast, my dude.
Yep, come get some cash.
Yeah, and if you want to watch any of the old New England AMs, just type in New England AM All I Need Skate, and there's about 5 or 6, maybe 7 years of videos from each edit for each year. There's an edit, so.
I think we did one. There was like a shop contest version one.
Yep.
I did that for like Orchard one year.
Oh, rad. Yeah, we switch up the format occasionally, but this year we're going just straight individual runs. So,
yeah. That's going to be fun, dude.
Because I really want to put the emphasis on like the fucking most ripping AMs out there, so I want one winner. Number one spot.
Is there like a certain section of the park, just like that?
It'll be the
front
big section. Yeah, the main front section, and we might switch something up for the event. I haven't really looked. I got to go look at the park and see if I can convince the Edge to switch something up specifically.
A new obstacle or something?
Yeah,
gotcha.
Because usually that's what we did before. Because like getting something changed at the Edge is really hard because they never want to change anything because they have 30,000 square feet of ramps and like there's enough of shit for everyone, and there's bikers, scooters, skateboarders and rollerbladers are all their customers, so they're like, we change one thing, one person's unhappy, the other. So it's always like a battle trying to get them to change something. But my workaround was like, look, I'm throwing you this event. It's always a great time. Tons of people turn out, hundreds of skateboarders, all these sponsors. Like, let me change something in the park. So it doesn't have to be something crazy. Just let me add something new to the park to make it that much more special. And that's what we were doing for years. So I'm going to go to the park soon and kind of look around and see if there's something I can adjust or add on.
Yeah, maybe just like fit into like on another place that's like already there or something. Just
yeah,
one take away.
Dude, one year, you know the hubba that goes up, across, and down? It's like the big hubba at the edge.
Middle.
One year I just had them screw on like a small mani pad on top of the hubba, so it made it a gap to hubba.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which was like pretty gnarly, because then we did a best trick and people were getting fucking creative on that.
Yeah, and it's cool to see what people will jump on.
Mm-hmm. And then one year we fucking put the rail across and down, and we switched the rails to round instead of square. There's like, we've done a bunch of different stuff because of the New England Am, so...
Excited to see what happens.
But yeah, it's coming. Yeah. It's gonna be fucking heavy, and it's been a few years since we've done it, and there hasn't been any like fucking skateboard events at the edge that's on the level of the events we throw, and so people are kind of itching for like a big am contest.
Yeah, I feel like there's not really anything going on like that right now.
Nah.
And there's not really any more indoor parks around here.
No, that's the place. So. And there's a lot of rippers, so it's gonna be fucking epic, my dude.
Yeah. Let's put it on this year.
Yes, sir. Gonna be rad. And then I think that's it for that. And then Dave's got I was just showing Dave his second graphic.
Yeah, stoked to see that one come out.
Second board is I just got the finished artwork today, so I will be getting that made fairly soon.
Yeah, shout out Barth. Thank you, Nick.
Yeah, Nick Barth on the artwork. He's been crushing it, and actually Nick sent me 2 New World graphics.
He's always working.
Yeah, one of the New World graphics is Flameboy and Wet Willie as basically Cholos, and they got the Chihuahua dogs, and they got a lowrider and the beach cruiser bike and stuff. And then the other one is Flameboy taking a shit.
It's a sick graphic, honestly. Yeah, I think will be a pretty cool board.
And you see like the plumbing, and he's shitting Wet Willie down the drain. And that one these are in the works too. So new art from Nick Barth, and those are coming.
Soon to be a tattoo artist.
Yeah, Nick's been being the apprentice. I got to get Nick on the pod because he was filming so much for the Spare video and Wilder video. He was like in the trenches filming so much, and then this year it's been after the premiere, he's just like taking a hiatus to get his life together. And like
after you film something, I feel like you gotta kind of go through that little transition for a little bit.
Yeah,
like, all right, I'll pick up board back up.
Yeah, he's like working on his life. He worked so much on his skate life as far as like helping build Spare, helping film the videos, and like doing all the art. And now he's taking a little hiatus to like do that apprenticeship with the tattoo and like other family stuff. And I'm happy for him, but like I feel like I haven't seen him, and I want to sit down and chat it up with him. So he's got to definitely come on the podcast soon. Just got to make some time.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah, definitely.
Very funny.
And I was telling Dave too, and some more updates. The homie Eddie is helping me figure out the video podcast. We're gonna get the 3 camera set up, so we get the 2 close up and the 3rd camera. There's a lot going into it, but he sent me links for everything I need to buy, and he's gonna help me set it all up and help me work through the kinks. And
it's gonna be high quality video production.
Yeah, instead of just one static shot, we're gonna have the HD cameras, and it's gonna be harder because I'm gonna have to edit each episode, so it's gonna slow down like the amount of episodes I can do, but that's fine because Wilder it's
gonna bring up the production.
Yeah, and with Wilder I already been like not being able to put out as many episodes as I possibly could. Although I've been crushing the episodes lately. I don't know if you've noticed. I've been binge like recording, so like when I get the fire to record, I just record like 3 or 4 or 5 episodes, and then I release them only on Thursdays. So every Thursday we drop an episode. So that gives me space to like not record and just live life and like, because if you just record all the time, you just like run out of things to say and you get tired. It just becomes blasé. But if you record when the fire's there, and then when you need a break, I can take breaks because they're only coming out once a week. So that's been pretty cool.
And you can like schedule your guests like a little bit.
Yeah.
Figure that out.
Yeah, it gives me a little wiggle room. Yeah, but it's been fucking sick having the podcast back.
Yeah, dude, great to have a space for it.
I missed it, man. It's like you don't realize how important it is to have something like this set up where you can, like, people need it. Like, people coming on the podcast and they're like, yeah, dude, I don't ever have like an hour
That's totally true. Like, I don't like ever like sit down with like friends and just be like, let's talk about stuff, you know?
Yeah, like, because you don't make time for it unless you like have the space, you know. Yeah. And like we carved it out, so it's cool. And I was hitting up Donnie about coming on the pod too. Barley, yep. Yeah, he wants to come back on. He was my first guest ever.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, Barley was numero numero.
That's a good one.
Numero uno. I don't know how to say it. What's the
numero uno?
Numero unero.
Unero?
Unero numeral. He was my first podcast ever.
That's pretty solid.
That's how you break the ground right there with Mr. Barley.
Yeah, people listen to that one.
Yeah, we'll have him come on for sure. Anything else? You think we covered it all, or is there anything you want to talk about? You got any questions for me?
I think we're just going through life right now. We're just fucking seeing what.
Are we gonna be okay, Dave?
I think we're gonna be okay. I know I'm gonna skate soon, so I'm gonna be okay.
That's where your life is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everything's gonna be alright though. We're all gonna be friends still, and hopefully, as long as nothing happens here, I think we're all gonna be alright.
Yeah. I mean, we survived a pandemic, right?
Yeah.
We survived Trump the first time, and we survived Biden.
Nothing can stop us now.
Yeah, like we've survived both sides.
Yeah.
We're still going.
Yeah. And
fucking, we'll see. I like the idea of having Elon. We were talking about this a little bit earlier. Like, now that Trump won, I like that all the people a lot of the people he picked to be part of his, like, gang, his president gang. That's what I'm looking at it, because he's a criminal, right?
I guess, yeah.
Did he beat all the cases? I don't know. I don't even know.
We can call it a gang.
Okay. But I like the idea of Elon going in and did what he did to Twitter. You know, when he bought Twitter?
Yeah, and just shook it all up.
He just fired a bunch of people that were unnecessary. I guess, like, because companies just grow so big and then they have all this bloat because they just keep giving people jobs and they don't actually need to give people jobs. It's like, at some point, you're just this huge fucking company that you're like, wow, we have so much inefficiency.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if Elon actually comes in and guts out the government a little bit and gets rid of all the fucking bullshit. That'd be nice.
They say that like there's like once you get like a corporation so big, like it can actually have like more pull than like government entities or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you like rein in all of the control everywhere. It's fucking, we're at the mercy of everybody else, you know.
I hope he comes in and is actually able to look at the different sectors of the government and be like, you know, this is inefficient. We don't need all these people. We need a certain amount of people, because there's definitely a lot of bullshit. Because like the government has grown to the point where it was all encompassing of people's lives and trying to tell us to put masks on and that we can't be out in the sunshine and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of that.
Just so take care of us and don't tell us what to do.
Yeah. Obviously you guys have too much fucking free time and too many people that don't actually have work, to the point where you're telling me to wear a mask and stay inside. Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
And also like Tulsi Gabbard, she should have been the fucking first female president if they didn't screw her out of it.
I do like how she talks and stuff. She just seems like she's a normal person and like has been through like the military and stuff like that. So like I feel like she does have like a good sense of head.
Yeah, know? If we're gauging her off of fucking the other one, I can't remember her name. She's running for president.
The Kamala?
Kamala, yeah. Her or Tulsi, like Tulsi should have been the actual Democratic nominee.
I feel like we didn't even get like the options this time. No. It was just like, this is what you're getting.
They just gave us her. Yeah. Like it, and Vivek is like, he's like the version of Trump without all the like. He doesn't have all the negative shit that Trump has. He's like still brash and still like forward thinking.
I just feel like we need like some younger people in there just to change things up a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't really know.
Yeah. Ultimately, like I was saying earlier, is like two wings, one bird type thing. Like what they say and what they do is like, or what they can do, you know, like how much freedom do they actually have? But I don't know. I'm curious to see. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah. I'm curious to see like what happens. And I'm not like threatening it or anything, you know?
We're going to survive.
Yeah. Everything's going to be all right.
Is this 47th president?
47, yep. 45 and 47.
We're on season 40, going into season 48.
And it's the end of times.
And it's going to be entertaining.
Yeah.
It's going to be entertaining with the people that he picked that aren't like traditional politicians. podcasts really changed the game in politics.
I was surprised to see that like Trump even went on that Joe Rogan podcast. I was like really shocked to see it, but that's just the times we're living in. Yeah,
they pulled it off. They were smart, dude. Because like right as the election was coming to an end, literally Rogan had on Trump, Vance, and fucking Elon, like right at crunch time.
Yep.
And Kamala had a chance to go on, but she didn't want to play the game. She wanted to control it, and it didn't happen that way.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it's just been crazy to watch how podcasting has kind of like, well, just social media in general has kind of like it outgrew the mainstream media, you know?
Yeah, like it gives you like a whole new sense of like news stories or like different sides of the stories or like
the game's
facts.
Changing. Like you can't just go on ABC, NBC, Fox, and all these things anymore. You're gonna have to sit down and talk for hours on different podcasts.
Yeah,
and like really show who you are.
And like people are gonna fact check you and like pull you apart. You know what I mean? Like there's gonna be other people like
you're not just gonna go.
Stories.
You're not gonna just go into a friendly place and sit down for 20 minutes and bullshit and then the votes are going to come. You're going to actually have to talk for a long time and prove that you're a genuine character. Like the media landscape has changed so much, and I think it's a great thing because now you're going to have to really prove your character. Whereas before you could just have marketing and gimmicks. You could go on the whatever the late night shows are and do like just bullshit and promise some shit, and then like if you put enough money behind that, you win the vote. But now I feel like I'm hoping this election actually proved that like the mainstream media can't just fucking push shit on us.
Yeah.
Like they can't just buy their way and have a candidate that way. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Getting older, man.
Yeah.
Paying attention. I've resisted paying attention to politics my whole life. They pull you in, you know?
Yeah. It becomes like a part of you now. But I mean, like, I guess it's like it does affect you and other people, so it's something good to be aware of.
Yeah, I just try to pay attention and not get too like caught up in it.
Yeah,
fever.
Don't hate your friends over it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm voting for whoever's for skateboarding. Imagine if
as long as we can have fun still and go outside and stuff, I'm down
go
for
outside
it.
and stuff. Fuck that. I was so pissed.
Give us the robots.
I was so pissed during the pandemic when people were like. And maybe I'm an asshole, and I definitely am an asshole at times, but when they were like telling me to pull my mask up and shit, and like I was just like, fuck you, like go fuck yourself. I'm a free person. You don't know, like you're just listening to your news channel and you think they're right, so now you feel you're entitled to tell other people how to live their life, you know? And I'm like, I don't trust any of this shit. Like
it was weird because like you'd be like at the park by yourself or like at the skate park, whatever, by yourself, and like they would actually like come over and say like pull your mask up and shit, and they were like actually like checking you and like policing you and shit and like making you go home. It was
as a skateboarder,
so weird.
As a skateboarder, like coming up, like when we were outside the mainstream. That's why we skateboarded. It was like we didn't trust the mainstream. We weren't like go with the flow and believe everything.
Right.
It was always like an anti like culture where you're like, yeah, let's question things, not just go with the flow because these people claim they have authority. Because skateboarding is all about trespassing and fucking getting clips and like breaking rules, like not in a bad way, but like in just not trusting authority.
You see that side of the authority that like a lot of people don't see, you know?
Yeah, and just skateboarders push the boundaries to see what's bullshit and what's not. That's part of like skating.
Yeah.
Because like when you learn a trick, it's like you don't just accept that it's hard and you're not going to do it. You fucking figure it out for yourself. You go, oh yeah, it seems impossible, but let's see if it's actually possible.
Right.
I'm going to learn this shit through fucking 1,000 repetitions until I can kickflip, and then let's see if it's possible to kickflip in the tail or kickflip in the grind and kickflip out. And like we just keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. And it's the same with like society. It's like you don't just accept everything people with authority say. You go, I can trespass when I want.
Yeah.
I can do
maybe
this.
I'll learn something from this.
Yeah. Do I have to follow the traditional route of going to school and getting a degree and going in debt? I don't know if that's what I want to do.
I think it's like people have proved more now that like you can kind of do whatever you want or like have your own path, you know? Like you don't have to go to school like the way they tell you to do and stuff. Yeah. You can find any kind of a job. Like there's all types of shit, you know?
Yeah, we definitely have the ability now that if you have a passion and a drive, you can like build that on the side and still work a job until you can replace it,
But you got to have like the passion for it,
Yeah, it's not going to be free and easy like all these politicians promise you. Nothing's free and easy. You're going to have to grind it out and work for it. Yeah, because everyone wants those dreams.
Yes.
Everyone wants the fucking dream. Everyone wants to be a singer. Everyone wants to be a pro skateboarder. Everybody wants this.
Yep.
It's who's going to do the work and like figure out and the hours of figuring it out and the video parts and all that stuff. I think video parts still matter in skateboarding.
I think so too. Everybody seems to like gravitate towards that more than like watching like a Instagram quick clip,
Yeah, I think it really makes a pro is if they have a fucking back catalog of just legit video parts.
Yeah, you can like prove that like that's why you're a professional.
Yeah, it's like an album. I think albums still matter too.
Yeah. I've been
Mm-hmm.
finding like a lot of music on like Discover like weekly and on Spotify and shit, but like I always try to like go back to the artist and like check out like the album,
The whole thing.
Yeah, from that like whatever it is.
Send me make a playlist on Spotify.
Okay.
Like title new video or something. That way I can you can update it and I'll
because you can like share
to it. Yeah, I think I can subscribe to your playlist. Like make a playlist and then send it to me and I'll subscribe or whatever. And that way I can, because Wilder had a lot of the soundtrack you provided. So
I'm always looking for new music. I always like to hear new stuff. I get bored of like things like pretty quickly. So like I'm always looking for something else.
Yeah, I've already started gathering songs. Songs are crucial to videos, as you know. So next video is already in the works, my dudes.
Yep, seeing some footage already. It's gonna be sick.
And once Dave gets back to a hundo, he's gonna get some clips in this thing.
Absolutely.
And then we'll keep the show going, my dudes.
Hell yes.
Before we go, for all you real ones out there, please follow All I Need Skate on Instagram, YouTube, and World Industries, at World Industries on Instagram, and Spare Skateboards on Instagram. And yeah, thanks for the love and support. It means a lot. Small business here, trying to live the dream, make it happen. So thank you. And if you like the podcast, thank you for listening. Please share, spread the word, tell someone about an episode, grow the podcast. If this thing grows, we can do more epic shit, keep the show growing, more skateboarding, more pros, more AMs, more events, New England AMs. We can grow our skateboard world on the East Coast.
That's right.
That's been the mission with all of this. With All I Need has been the mission is like, how do we take our dreams and monetize them so that we can continue to do the things we love? So like start the skate brand, do the events, start the podcast, find ways to get the money so we can turn that money into skate trips, into videos, into pros, into like paying the pros. Like when you get a pro board, like fucking here's some royalties on the board, you know what I mean? Like it makes a difference, right?
Absolutely.
You get $1 a board or something, it's like, fuck, that gives me a little bit of my time back, you know? So the fact that we're able to do that,
majorly appreciated.
Yeah, the fact that and the money it takes to put into the art to make to pay Nick, who skates and loves art, pay him to create your pro board where you make money, he makes money, I make money, and we can funnel it all in. You know, like that's the goal. Is like to
it takes a village, you know.
Yeah, and but basically, if you spread the podcast and you follow us and just help that way, that's like the free and easy way, you know. That's it's right. Just tell a friend about the podcast, tell a friend about that, about about All I Need, World, Spare, all that stuff. It makes a huge difference, and we can throw these fucking events.
That's right.
And it's fucking so fun.
Yeah. You guys are the community, you know. Always remember that.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, so thanks for the support to the real ones out there. And if you enjoy anything we do, keep hyping it up. It really makes a difference, and we'll keep doing the skateboarding shit, making it, see how far we can take it, you know?
Hell yeah.
And Dave, thanks for being a part of everything, man.
Of course.
Thanks for loving skateboarding and being a lifer, dude.
Stoked to be here.
And fucking injuries happen, but you're such a beast. You have your muscle memory and your passion for skating. It's going to be... you'll be back sooner than you think.
No time. Winter's coming, so I'll be chilling.
You're going to have months of just letting that thing heal.
That's right.
As long as make sure you're eating good, dude. Steak and potatoes, bitch.
That's it. Get that protein in.
Steak and potatoes, bitch. And fucking splurge. Save some money and go to like a masseuse. Get a massaging all around that bitch. True. And fucking do all the stuff you can do. Like look into every like...
some self-love.
Health and spas and fucking... You might need to go to a day spa for a week.
That's it. Yeah. Go and hang out in the sauna.
Yeah, maybe do a float tank just to fucking soak in
Epsom
salt water for an hour. That would be sick. And no gravity, let everything loosen it up.
I've never done that. I'm interested, so I'll check it out.
Fucking do some yoga and some fucking mental shit.
Yep, some serious
just
tripping out.
The kid up. That way we can keep going on more trips and more pro models and shit.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
All right. Fuck yeah. Later, guys.
Later.
Peace.